It's been a while since I did like a chrono vlog slash life update video because my life has been in chaos. Like the past year has honestly been a roller coaster. It's a mix of unfortunate and amazing events, and I'm still trying to find my way through life, learning from mistakes and changing my perspectives. Let's start off with the good. I began doing pilates and I love it. It's helped strengthen my core, which was my main goal, and is gentle on my body. I used to do weightlifting, but it triggered my hormone imbalance and amenorrhea, but I continued doing it out of fear, out of my body insecurity. I'm in a much better place now, being satisfied with how I look and truly following what my body tells me to while enjoying my workouts. One of my goals for the year was to go with the flow a bit more, and somehow that meant committing to skiing this past winter. What started as one casual trip with my co-workers turned into weekend lessons and a mini obsession. I'm still a beginner, so excuse my form and speed, but skiing is truly no joke. It's expensive, time-consuming, but the joy and excitement is really worth it. I definitely did not budget for skiing at the start of the year, but honestly, no regrets. I've also been saying yes to more experiences with friends, spending quality time together. We tried glassmaking, probably the hardest craft I've ever attempted. We heated the glass until it slightly melted and worked fast without directly touching it before it hardened and somehow keep our shapes intact. It was a real test of patience and the results were beautiful. It's one of those crafts where you really just have to trust the process. And I made a little persimmon tree for good luck in Mandarin. After our glass making experience, we went with something easier this time and ended up with making Turkish lamp. The process was fairly easy at the beginning. We just chose the design and color and glued the tiles onto the empty glass. After that, we move on to the beading process. We apply the thin layer of glue, pour the beads over, and slowly pat it down. This took so long and tested my perfectionist brain because I was trying so damn hard to fill every tiny gap. The last step is to paint a layer of plaster to seal everything together. Because of how I tried to put a lot of beads previously, this step was extra difficult because they kept on falling off. And again, my perfectionist brain was not helping because I couldn't stand those little dents. Thankfully, the final product still came out great. I think I just need to learn how to accept the imperfections and let go of minor details. Now, I'm gonna give an overview on what happened in the past 9 months or a year, with videos only on the highs because I really could not pick up my phone and start recording while breaking down. I'm personally someone who loves routine, predictability, and stability. They give me comfort and assurance, but life really had other plans. Every week seemed to bring some new curveball, good or bad. It was a roller coaster ride in every single aspect of my life, including work, school, and relationship. Starting from last summer, work was very hectic. There were reorgs, shifting scopes, and more mandated in office days. School was intense because I took some of the hardest computer science courses, and that basically drained whatever energy I had left after work. I also had an unexpected move, which isn't a bad thing at all, but just a lot for me to handle at once. Everything just kept piling on with tons of little mishaps along the way. Somewhere in the chaos, I stumbled into a relationship and then out of it just as quickly. Eventually, I hit a point where I just wanted to quit everything. There were endless nights spent crying myself to sleep, overthinking every little thing. Trying to find comfort from my ex didn't help, he just made things worse. Looking back, I realized he was a huge part of the problem, but that's a story for another time. By November of 2024, I was at my lowest when my ex broke up with me the night before my move when I was already maxed out on stress. Things started to turn around when I opened up to my friends. They showed up for me in ways I did not expect, and the family trait reminded me that I have a safety net whenever I need to hit pause. Talking to people of all ages gave me some perspective. A lot of what I called bad was really me stuck in a victim mindset. Everything would have been so much easier if I just saw every challenge as an opportunity to grow. I also learned that trying to control everything is just exhausting. It got better earlier this year where I was in a much happier place, which was the beginning of this video. I even went to my first ever pop concert earlier this year, and for some months it felt like everything was going smoothly. But things didn't last long. I had multiple manager changes at work, each of them had different expectations, and I just felt like I was endlessly trying to meet them, but not going anywhere. I felt defeated and unheard when I was passed on promotion. I made the bold decision to pile on more courses in the short summer term, which eventually drew me to a state of anxiety, stress eating all the time. As much as I'm trying to show up every day, deep down I could not hold myself together and I did not have a support system nor a way to release my stress. I'm constantly relying on the guy I was seeing for emotional support when he already had a lot to deal with in his life. Eventually, it led to a point where it isn't healthy anymore, so we decided to part ways. All of this happened within less than 2 months. So once again, I felt like my life fell apart, or rather I didn't know what I was chasing after anymore. Looking back at my dating life, there were a lot of things I could have done better, but I learned a lot more about myself along the way and I had a lot of fun in the process. Though it didn't end up well, I learned to become more aware of myself emotionally, which is also affecting how I'm interacting with other people, including my friends, family, and co-workers. It was a wake-up call for me, a wake-up call to care more about my own mental and physical health, and to find what I truly want in life. Now I'm shifting my perspective, choosing to slow down, give myself permission to rest, and make space for the things I truly enjoy, instead of constantly hustling. If there's anything I've taken from the past events, is that it's okay for life to be messy, and sometimes that's when the best memories are made. Tennis has been a big part of that journey. It's not just improving my physical health, it's teaching me patience and to move on from past mistakes. I've noticed how quickly I get frustrated over minor mistakes, and if I don't calm down, I'll play even worse. It forces me to breathe, reset, and approach each point with a calmer mind. I'm also diving deeper into understanding myself, my anxiety, my need for reassurance, my habit of self doubt, and my sensitivity to others' words through therapy. While therapy can carry a stigma in many Asian cultures, I see it as a step towards strength, self awareness, and finding peace within myself.